Well, a very good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Crafters TV for the next hour of a masterclass on the Message in a Bottle collection. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Brentius Marshall Watson. This is our third show of the day. I honestly cannot believe where the time goes when I am through here in the studios. It absolutely flies by. I think what's making it better as well is we are getting to sit outside in that sun during the break there. And Jamie's just fed me some chocolates as well. So, well, he hasn't. I went in and pinched them, but yeah, scared the life out of Johnny. But yes, we are back for the next hour doing a masterclass, and we have got a fabulous demonstration. Oh my word! If you didn't hear that, Dawn's here and she's lost something already. We're not even into the show yet. She's got it. She's got. Have you got it? Hi, Dawn.
Hello. I always lose something when I'm here.
Oh
this place does strange things.
This is brilliant. Jamie's saying about here. I've given her a basket to keep everything in as well.
No, it's the acetate. I mean, you're going to lose it,
well,
aren't you?
that's easy to lose.
You're going to lose it.
That is easy to lose. Oh, we've had a fabulous 2 shows. We've launched the brand new hug tokens, and we've had some fantastic demonstrations of the lovely Dawn. This next one that we've got, so it's kind of Message in a Bottle, and it's a unique take on this collection, using everything that is in there. It is available both here in the UK and over in the US. This is the best ever price on this. Platinum price there, £16 in the UK, and then over in the US, $27.20. So what I'll do is I will take you through the boards, show you some samples, say hello to whoever is in joining us. We've got Jan with us back on the socials, and then we're going to jump straight into the masterclass. So, starting off for you, this is one of our stamps and die sets in the collection, and this one is called the Sailboat. So as you can see, you've got your sailboat, you've got your clouds, some little sentiments down here, and then your little, I was going to call them pigeons, they're not pigeons, some little seagulls down at the bottom there. This one is the lighthouse scene. So again, you've got your birds, you've got your lighthouse, you've got a compass sentiment, not sentiment, a compass stamp, and then your 2 sentiments down the bottom there as well. This one, absolutely gorgeous. This is our ocean friends there. So you've got all of the animals from the sea, and then you've also got your different shells and your coral, and of course you've got your sentiments on there as well. Next up, this one is your message scroll. So this is your message for inside of the bottle. Some different embellishment dies there, as well as your sentiments. And then last but not least, we've also got the message bottle. So in here, you've got lots of different dies that are going to help you create your message bottle, as well as that lovely stencil in there to be creating your sea. So let me show you some of the samples, because these are absolutely fantastic. So there we go, we've got the message bottle stuck onto the front of the card base. Oh, I think we've got some acetate there. We do. Dawn, we haven't lost that acetate. It's there. This is how you can be building up the bottle as well on the front. So you've got the waves there in the background from the dies. This one, I love. We've got a nice bit of metallic and sparkle on that one. Look at the blue compasses in the background. Absolutely love that there. This one, using our ocean friends. This is by our lovely Sheila's Wheels, who's done this one. And then to create something a little bit different, you've got there just like your little bottles. So yes, it is a message in a bottle, but you can also just have your bottles on the front there. We've also got this one here, which is a shaker card. So you've got your little wheel there swimming through all of the lovely little sequins. This one, I shouldn't have favourites, but I'm going to say this is my favourite. The way this one's built up, so you actually are in the scene there. You've got the sand, you've got different message bottles there, and then you've got all of the ferocious waves behind as well. And then last one, again, just to show you some of the ocean friends that we've got there. BFF, and we've got a little dolphin and a little Nemo giving each other a little mwah inside of the bottle there. So again, lowest ever price for the message in a bottle collection. We have got in with us Trudy Bickham. Hello to you, Trudy Bickham. Carolyn is with us. Put my teeth back in. Carolyn is in with us as well. Good morning, Brent, Dawn, and the CTV crew. And Susan is in with us as well. Hello from Broken Arrow. Right. Keep your comments coming in. If you've got any questions that you would like to ask the lovely Dawn Macfie, then please send them my way. But you need to see what Dawn is going to be making, because this is just absolutely outstanding. Over to you, Dawn.
Thank you, Brent.
You're
yes.
welcome.
We are going to make a little nightlight lantern. Oh, look. It's just got those little LED lights in there. But I just thought this makes a lovely little nightlight lantern that you could put in a child's room. If you've got barbecues that are under the sea theme or birthday parties, they could go on the table centre. It's just something a little bit different. So I'm going to share with you how we're going to make it, because with this collection, it's so easy to do. This is the nice thing. It's just so good to do. So I'm starting off with the acetate. Now I've found it. Now I've found the acetate. Now, because obviously you've got your, this is going to be your box lid, but underneath here, you've obviously got a box base.
Yes.
So you won't going to need to use your scoreboards. You know I love a scoreboard.
Yes, we
Yes.
do. We do indeed.
I do love a scoreboard. So I'm starting box base. I'm just going to turn this around. And what you're going to do with your... No, I'm not starting with box base. I'm going to start with box lid, because we'll do the acetate because I need it to dry.
Yes.
So I'm going to start with the lid. So we're going on the lid, this side. And I'm going to score at 2 3/4 inches.
Yeah.
And then 5.5 inches. Okay. Now, I know your Crafterscompanion acetate is smaller, but that's not a problem. You're going to just need 2 sheets to make one lantern.
Fab.
So you would do those 2 measurements, and then we'll put a little bit of tape, but that will come clear. And then I would butt that up if you've got a 4 and repeat again.
Yes.
So you're going to have 4 panels. All right. This acetate is 5 inches high as well. I forgot to say that. So it's 5 inches high. This is where it can be a little bit unruly, acetate. Another bit like the magnets, it can be a bit unruly. So I'm just going to show you how I did the lovely sort of watery background on this.
Yeah.
Okay. It's really strange. We're going to use some hand sanitizer. Other, you know, any brand, doesn't matter. Any brand will do. We're going to get a piece of kitchen roll. And I've just picked a collection of my Spectrum Noir alcohol pens.
Right.
Now, you're probably thinking, alcohol pens? No, because that's, once you put an alcohol pen on, it's going to stay there. I've picked out, these are the colours I've picked out if you wanted to, just because I thought the mixture of the 3 just gives that undersea look. So I've got TB9, BT9 and JG5.
Lovely.
Because I thought it gives a nice little mix. And I'm going to go on with the chisel ends. Okay, so I'm just going to take the lids off all of these, because you do have to work quite quickly.
Right, okay.
If I pop those there, you can see the colours that I'm using. But you could use any colours you like. Have a look at what you've got in your colour families and see what you're going to go with. So I've got my hand sanitizer. So I'm going to put a blob of that on my desk as well.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm just going to start just randomly scribbling. Just all 3 colours. Okay. Nothing too technical. Okay. And then straight in with some of your hand sanitizer. And we're just splodging.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to give a totally different look to your acetate. So we're taking away those harsh lines.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's all you're going to do. If you've got a harsh line there, just rub it in a bit with the hand sanitizer. And that's the sort of undersea effect you're going to get.
Yeah.
That's going to be the inside of your box.
Yes.
All right. This is going to be the outside. So can you see it's just got a nice little bit of colour on there. You can go as heavy or as light as you wish.
Love that.
Now at this stage, this is where I would say put this aside to dry naturally. Don't heat dry it. Let it dry naturally, okay? I did mine and just left it in the craft room overnight and then I was ready for the next day. So you could do yourself a couple of panels so you're all good to go. So let me just pop the lids on these and we'll do the next stage.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a bit of homework you can do the day before. All right.
You like a bit of homework, don't you?
Oh, yes, have a
giving
bit
me
of homework.
homework.
Then we're going to look at our lovely bottle dye. These are just fab. I think they're a nice size. And you're right, these could be potion bottles. You've got Halloween coming up, say. These could be potion bottles, couldn't they?
Yeah.
You know, you could do 2 lots of acetate close together with the bottle and make it as a shaker, but as a 3D, someone can pick it up shaker. You know, like we had magnets attaching the tokens of hug in the last show.
Yeah.
We could do things like that, you see. The possibilities are,
endless.
There's so many. And people often say to me, where'd you start? What I tend to do is when I get a collection like this, I die cut and stamp everything out. I get it all done out and then I've got it on my desk so I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Okay, if that makes sense. So I'm going to pass that through the machine. If I put the machine on, it would help. That would help, wouldn't it? But you've got the little stopper here as well for your bottle, and you've got a little tag here for your bottle. Oh, it slipped. I didn't tape it down.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, we're okay. We're okay. No bottles got harmed.
Oh, perfect.
So, let's move that to one side a minute. So there's your bottle, and this is the inside piece.
Yes.
Now, I'm not going to be using this, but don't throw those away. Because straight away, if you've got a crocodile, make a hole, you've got tags.
Oh, straight away, yes.
Straight away, you've got a tag.
Yeah.
So don't throw them away, keep them, because you'll use them. Now, I'm going to use the rest of this, and I'm going to show you a cheats way with the waves. So, let's pop this on here. So you've got several different varieties of waves going on here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start off and take this one. Let's have this one this way. And I'm going to take this one. Not going to use them all. And I'm going to just tape those on because I don't want those to go walking. Let's put another little bit of tape on there. Because with this, it's all about getting yourself everything cut and ready to go. I've got a piece missing.
You haven't, have you?
I have. How did that die cut that? I have. I've got my shim missing. It's here. Oh, I think it's you, Brent. I think he curses
You're that deep
me.
in
Every time I
concentration.
come in here, he curses me. We can't can't have a show without a drama, can we?
We cannot. We absolutely cannot.
But you do have to laugh. That's what crafting is all about. It's about having fun. So I've got my waves cut. So I'm just going to take the tape off because I'm going to share with you how you can make life easy for yourself, because that's what you want, isn't it?
It is.
So just going to tap, making a mess on the floor, sorry.
It's all right.
It's not going in the bin.
That's what James is there for.
Right, so I've got my little bubbly sort of seawater, and then I've got my lovely waves. Now I could colour this in. I could have die cut it out of blue.
Yeah.
But instead of doing that, because I don't do things easily, but I do, I've picked out some random water reactive ink colours.
Yes.
That go sort of sea-like, all right? So we're just going to get the ink pad and we're just going to run it along, because it doesn't matter if it's got a bit of a distressed look about it. Okay, so we have that on that side. Let's go for a little bit of green on this side.
Oh, Dawn, just while you're inking up,
Well,
news just in. It's gone in the US. It has sold out in those 16 minutes of this show. Gone.
oh,
So it's still available in the UK, but US, they've sold it out.
oh.
There is still some individuals available, so they can head to the website and shop the day. But the bundle that we've got, gone.
Oh dear. So you have to be quick. You have to be quick. Right. So I've done this. I would just set that aside just so that dries, so I don't get covered in ink. So then you've got this sort of thing going on, yeah? And then you can just snip in your seaside underground,
Yeah.
your waves, okay? But it means you can batch do these for this project. So let's go about there, because we're going to layer these up. Okay, so that is that and that one, and I'm just looking at which way we're going to layer. I'm going to layer with the bubbles at the bottom and the sea at the front. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go in with a little bit of 6mm tape. Got a nice new one here. So with this project, you are going to need your red line tape. So if you haven't got any, this is the time to stock up. So I've mainly used 6mm and 12mm for this project. Okay. If anybody is thinking, which one have I used? And I'm just looking at where we are. I'm going to go just along there. I should have my tape scissors out, really, shouldn't I?
A little snip.
I keep an extra pair with a little ribbon on for red line tape.
Ah.
I don't know why, I always have. So I'm just going to take the backing off there. And I'm going to stick this over the top. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so that can go on the top of there.
Nice.
And we will trim those down to, I think, that's the scoreboard gone.
Yeah, well, blame the weather, Johnny's saying. Blame the heat. It's getting
Blame
to
the
us.
heat. I don't know how it's gone down the back there.
Oh, has it gone under the desk?
Yeah, it's gone that way. It's fine. No, there'll be another one here somewhere I can use. So I'm just going to cut this into two. So I'm just going through my tapes. That's one. It'll probably be right under there. Is it right under there?
It is. I think your ink pads are there as well.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to have those to take home.
I think they are ink pads.
Yes.
And this kitchen roll.
Oh, well, that'd be mine as well.
Are they yours?
Yes, they're mine.
I can't reach the kitchen roll, it's too far.
That's fine. We'll get the kitchen roll in a minute. Right. So we've got our little waves done. He's all hot and bothered now. He's going to have to go stand under a fan. So we've got our little waves. We've got our bottle. And I am going to colour my bottle. And again, I'm going to be really lazy. And I'm just going directly in. I've got Morning Mist here.
Yeah.
Just to give a little bit of distressed texture to this. Okay.
Morning Mist.
Because it doesn't have to be perfect, because it's a distressed bottle. A bit like me, it's distressed. A distressed Dawn. Right, so I've got my bottle. That's going to be a tag which I'm going to put away. I've got my waves. So then the next thing we're going to do is have a look at all these lovely, gorgeous stamps. So in this one, as Brent went through, we've got all the different stamps and things we're going to use. So I have die cut out some of the anchors and the wheels.
Yeah.
Okay, from that set. Because did you say they're available individually?
Yes.
Yeah. The little friends, you're just going to have these in your life because they are absolutely super cute. So I've stamped and dyed these as well. And some people may think, all right, how do you do it? I tend to die cut and then stamp over the top.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is those. We've got the little lighthouse, which again, I'm just thinking that's brilliant just for men's cards alone, isn't it? It's just great, absolutely great. So that's your little lighthouse. And we've got the boat, because you've got to have a boat by the sea.
You do.
And it's the detail in these stamps is absolutely amazing. So let me bring out some that I've already pre-coloured to save time. So yes, Jamie gave me a nice big box.
Ah, yes.
So I'm going to pick that up and put on the desk so you can have a look. So can you see we've got the little lighthouse going on here. We've got that little whale and the dolphins. And I've done these in quite bright colours because when we're going to put them then behind the acetate that we've coloured, you want things to stand out. Okay, and we've got lots of these clouds and waves too. All right, so we've got lots going on there.
Lovely.
So now let's make our base so we can start putting our project together.
Yeah.
All right, in fact, before we start, our bottle, again, this is where you need your 6mm red line tape. I'm just going to go all the way around the edge.
Yeah.
Because I find this sticks then better onto the acetate. Okay, I'm going round corners with it as well, just because I can. Okay.
I've got a question for you, Dawn, whilst
Go on
you're
then.
red line taping. So it was actually from one of the earlier shows, but if people are after the dimensions from your first project, so will that have been in Crafters Connect or will it have been in the launch day? Where would we be able to find information on any of the dimensions? Are you going to be doing any, or is it just a case of watching back the shows and seeing what measurements you were doing there and then? Because you always say the measurements, don't you?
I always give the measurements out because I think if you're making a project, people want to know because they want to create it. Yes, you can watch the show back, not a problem at all. Okay, that's not a problem. But afterwards, what I'll do, give me a few days because I've got a lot going on. But what I'll do is on my website, dawnsinspirations.com, I will put a post so you can watch the show back and I will put the measurements underneath with a photograph of the product. So they'll be written down for you. Okay, so if you want to take note of them for future reference. Because, yes, I'm hoping you're going to make lots of these lovely things.
Yeah. Lots of people already saying that they saved the shows from earlier to be creating the demos that you had for us. So.
Oh, so box base. I've got all my measurements. See, I have all my measurements here because I have a lot going on. so box base. I've got my piece of card, she says. Cut to,
no.
cut to size. Don't say, oh, no.
I thought I was going to have gone missing again.
No, I've got this one. So we're scoring this time on box base. So you're going up this end. And I've got a piece of card here. You're shocking, you are. I've got a piece of card here that is measuring 3 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And you are going to score it at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. Because you remember we did the acetate on box lid because it's going to wrap around. That's how you've got to remember it.
Yeah.
Okay, but this size works perfectly with the potion bottles. And thinking about it, actually, Brent, we're saying messaging a bottle light for a tea light for summer parties and things like that. But you think come Halloween,
Yeah.
you could do this same project as Halloween, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And just change what stamps and that you're going to put on it.
Not even just Halloween, you could use them for Christmas time as well, couldn't you?
Oh, that's
Christmas lights.
Yes,
Yeah.
you could. You could. So this is it. They can be used all year round. So
All year.
it is a good set. I'm not surprised it's gone in the US.
And what else I was thinking as well, if anyone has any like chefs or anything in the family, you could even use as like a little like a spice or a herb bottle.
Yeah.
Something like that, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, you could quite easily. So obviously you've got your base. You're going to put your glue on all of those and make your little box bottom. But I've already got one here prepared.
Nice.
Okay, so I've got my box base done. And then on the outside of here, I've gone in this time with the 12mm red line tape and I've put a line all the way around.
Yeah.
Okay, on the outside, so your inside's got nothing. Okay, so let's join this all together. So we've got our medicine bottle, not our medicine bottle, we've got our bottle.
There we go. Could be used as a medicine bottle as well.
Good. So I'm just going to take my red line tape off. Only Fridays.
I know. I like it when you're in. I have a right giggle.
What we're going to do next Friday? I'll
I
be
don't
sitting
know.
home. I'll have to tune in. And
I know.
see who's on. So we've got.
Oh yeah, it's
And let me
Debbie and
bring
Debbie
that
next
in.
Friday, Dawn. That's going to be hell on.
So we've got 3 bottles already, and I'm going to put my 4th one just on here. So just line it up with the bottom. Press that down. Okay, just give that a little burnish. Now your acetate, as you can see, is a little bit bigger. That is not a problem because you can go in with your scissors and just trim around the neck of the bottle. Okay, so you're just going to trim it round just like that. Okay, so we've got all this going on.
Yeah.
We're now going to stick our next lot of waves in.
That looks brilliant, that. Even just laid out.
You're enjoying that, are you?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to make sure this is going to fit. I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to stick it on this side. So going in again with the 6mm. Might need to trim one of these down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, just need to trim that down a little bit more.
Cindy Condy said, I've never known a crafter that hasn't lost things that were just right in front of them. You are in good company.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not alone. I am glad I am not alone. So I'm just going to stick the waves on there. Okay. So for my bottle top, I've used just some string or twine, whatever you've got. Okay. So you can just wrap that round. I go round about 3 times and then tie a knot. go. That will do. I've got to die cut another stopper yet, but I'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got our 4 panels now. So this is where you can bring these in. This is the fun bit.
Here we go.
Oh, yes. This is the fun bit. This is where you're going to have fun. So what I like to do with this is I go in with a bit of the dotty tape because the dotty pen on here won't show through.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit on there. I'm going to turn this over. And I'm just going to, I think we'll have that behind the waves. I just want to make sure. Oh, yes, can you see? That's looking lovely.
Yes.
Yes, that's just perfect. We'll have that one there. Let's have this one next. But this is where even the children would enjoy doing this, wouldn't they?
Oh,
they're going to
yeah, for
have
sure.
so much fun. Just colouring in the elements for you, playing, making their own. You know, you've got half term coming up. You know, you can really have fun with this. I need a little fishy.
Little fishy.
A little fishy. Put him in there. We'll have, let's have a boat on this one. At a little jaunty angle. But this is where you can build up the scene. You know, this is the nice thing, just slot that behind there. Oh, look at that. That boat's getting tossed about on the waves a little bit there, but that's fine. It'll be safe. And then we've got to have the whale.
Yes.
So we're bringing all those characters in. Oh, it's stuck on there. What we're going to bring in with the whale? What else didn't I use? Oh, yes. We've got to have the little octopus, not the octopus, jellyfish.
Yes.
So this is where, can you see when I said about colouring them quite brightly, don't be worried about colouring them brightly because when they're behind the acetate with the colour on, you want to, I'm going to stick that one just there. And then I've got some lovely clouds. I am going to put some clouds on. I know we have got, you know, it's not always blue skies all the way.
It is today.
Well, it is today, yes, it is today. So we're just having clouds on the one with the boat and the lighthouse. And you've got those 3 sizes to choose from. So you've got plenty there. Where's some other little clouds? There they are. So let's stick another one of those on. And then we can join this together.
Nice.
But this is the fun bit, doing all these bits. Stick on, stick on. Okay, so that's all on there. Oh, I'm going to stick a couple of these pieces on the outside. So we'll have the anchor there. Not the anchor, the wheel.
The wheel.
The wheel. And then the anchor. I think we've got enough on here now. Yes? So we're joining this now to our box. So what I'm going to do is take my red line tape off. I'm trying to find the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take that off there. I'm going to start one end. And I'm just going to line it up. And you're just going to line it up with that one. And you're going to line it up with that one.
Oh, look at that.
And then I'm going to take, so if you've got acetate you've joined together, you're just going to do a little, I do a little of like 1/4 of an inch seam with that 6mm tape again.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just line that one up. And lay that together like that. Press that all in. I've got to put a stopper on that one there, but you'll get the idea. And then all I've used is just some bottle lights. You could use little tea light in there. And there you go. There's your little lantern.
Yes.
All ready. So you've got a couple, see, they're always going to look different.
They are fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Using the Message in a Bottle collection. What an absolute demo. Yes, Johnny's just said this is a masterclass. Yes, it is. Speaking of, Amanda Hubbard has just said, hi, Brent and Dawn. I've never seen you before. I do love your giggle. I didn't buy this when it was first out, but after watching you, I've bought the showstopper.
Oh.
Go on, Dawn. Look at that.
Oh.
Loads and loads of people, I must say, absolutely loving this. People saying that they need to get the Message in a Bottle collection back out and have a play with it. Thank you so much for the inspiration, Dawn. We've also had Little Bear Crafting. Loads of great demos this week using ink pads. It's really encouraging me to do more inking. Yes, absolutely, for sure. Tracy is saying, so refreshing and inspiring watching Dawn. Thanks, CCTV. You're welcome. So yeah, absolutely loads of love coming in for this. As I said, unfortunately, the showstopper that we've got for this Message in a Bottle has sold out in the US. However, we do still have the individuals available on the US website. So head to the site, shop the date, and you'll be able to find all of them on there. But yes, UK pricing, platinum price is up on the screen for you there. So it's £16 for the collection. So just quickly, once again, what you are getting in here is your little whoops-a-daisy, sorry about that. Your little sailboat stamp and die. And then you've got your lighthouse scene. You've also got your animal friends there, your ocean friends that we've seen Dawn colouring in and sticking on to the lantern there. You've also got your message scroll, which has the message for going inside the bottle, and then your little die cut embellishment pieces as well. And last but not least, you have got your message bottle, which is the outer part of the bottle there, your stencil, and then all of your embellishments to be creating the sea, the sand, and you've got the tag and the bottle stopper on there as well. So yes, we have got a quick little break coming your way. This is our lovely Sarah explaining why we do what we do.
Most people have no idea of my why for why I started Crafterscompanion all those years ago. And honestly, it was this. It was the customers. Because people who craft, it's not a hobby for them. It's not even a passion, it's their life. And it means so much to them in their life. And when you see the happiness that it brings, and so many people found crafting, maybe in a difficult time in their lives, when they'd lost a loved one perhaps, and this really became their salvation. And I speak to so many amazing customers and they tell me just what it means to them. And whether it is the mental well-being, for a lot of people, crafting's their therapy. It brings communities together, it brings people together, and you see the outpouring of love that's to every single piece that people make. And it's when I get to do things like this and spend time with our customers that it makes me just remember about that why. And you know what? Business is really tough, especially at the moment. Business is really, really challenging. And when I come and spend time with my customers like this, it just reminds me why it's so important, why it means so much to these people, and how much joy and happiness the actual art of crafting can bring. I feel incredibly lucky. I feel incredibly privileged to have the most unbelievable customers in the world who have supported me in the business through thick and thin over the last 2 decades, and to be able to see what I give back to them and what it brings to their life is the most special thing in the world.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Crafters TV for our masterclass on the Message in a Bottle collection. I'm just going to read a few comments before we jump back into the demo, because there's a few of you saying in the comments that you've actually just received your Message in the Bottle collection. So this is brilliant timing, because we've got Dawn here doing the masterclass. So Jean-Marie, my Message in a Bottle arrived yesterday. We'll be doing my own craft along later while replaying this masterclass. Karen Austin also said this demo was perfect timing. I've just taken my message in a bottle dies out of the mailbox yesterday, and I believe it was Susie Moore. Was it Susie? Susie. Yes, it was. I've just received this set, and it looks so fun. So it literally is perfect timing for you to be getting this message in a bottle collection when we've got the masterclass. Once again, our friends across the pond in the US, you can grab them as individuals on the site, but the showstopper we have got today has sadly sold out because you've been wanting to grab it. But the UK price is up on the screen, £20 or £16 there if you are in the Platinum Club. So we've got another demo to show you, so we will get crack-a-lacking with that. I'm excited. Let's see what the lovely Dawn has got for us.
Right, so we're going to make a card base for this one. So we're looking at doing a cheeky little easel. Okay. So
Cheeky little
again,
easel.
yes, a cheeky little easel, but with all that dimension and interest going on. And it will lay nice and flat for you to pop in the post. Well, flattish. So it's as good as.
Nice.
So we're going to look at that one. So I'm making a card base that is 11 inches by 5.5. Okay, that's just to get me started, as they say. Let's put that in again and give that another little press down. I've gone with the craft again because I thought it works quite nicely with what I was doing. It's just giving a little bit of a contrast colour.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so scoreboards.
Scoreboards at the ready.
Scoreboards at the ready. Scoreboards at the ready. We don't have to worry about box base and box lid this time because we're just making a card. So this time we're just going to score at 2 3/4 and 5.5. Okay, so that will give us the start of our easel.
Fab.
All right. So I've already die cut the bottle, okay, because you've seen me do that, so I didn't want to go in and do it all again. So then what I did was I laid my bottle on here, and I've got a pencil under here somewhere. I have a pencil. So be mindful that you need your bottle near your join here at the top.
Yeah.
Okay, so if anybody hasn't made an easel card before, because there's always new people joining in.
Always, yeah.
And then I'm just going to just draw around the neck of the bottle because I want that shape to come out in the card. So it gives it a bit more interest as a card. It's not just a square card.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to cut that off. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. So you're only going down to that first piece just there.
Yes.
So then this will bring you down to where we did our second crease. So then we can cut that off. Okay, so you're going to have something that's going to look like that.
Yeah.
Now to bring it in, because that looks a bit, that's too big down here, I then went in and trimmed off, and I trimmed off, and I'm trying to think of the measurement off the top of my head. Let me bring in my template. I trimmed off at 4.5. So what I would do is bring your trimmer back in,
Yeah.
open that out, and just trim off that piece at 4.5 inches. We're going that way. So it just tidies it up and makes it, the card, more manageable. Okay. That's not what, I'm going to have to get a new blade. It's not going all the way through today.
Oh, is it not?
No, I'm in the line for new blades, but that'll be fine. So that's what you've got. So in the kit, you get a stencil as well. We haven't looked at the stencil yet. So in with the bottle die, you've got this lovely sort of seaside background stencil. So I thought we're going to use that as well. And I think I'm going to go in with, should we have a bit of parakeet? Should we go a little bit brighter?
Yeah.
So you can go in with a blending sponge, you can go in with a stencil brush. The choice is entirely yours. So just stenciling across, so just take your time. Okay. But it's a nice stencil, this. You could even emboss with this as well and then stencil. You know, like through your die cutting machine.
Oh, yeah.
To give it a little bit more dimension. But I just love the stencil itself, so just stenciling that through. It is quite fine, so just take your time with this. But it gives that lovely seaside background. Another thing you could do if you didn't want to do the stenciling is, if you got that big block of papers, Brent,
yeah,
there's those seaside ones in there.
Yes, there is, yes, from our coastal collection.
You could just put a panel of that down if you didn't, you know, if you wanted to. So
Yeah.
this is the thing, there's lots of choices as to how you want to use this. Okay, so I'm just building this up. And I could always go in with a couple of colours as well, but I'm going to stick it as one.
Yeah.
So I've got that sort of undersea look going
Ooh,
on, and I will
yeah.
clean my stencil after, I do promise. Okay, so that was using my water reactives. So we've got that.
Yeah.
So the next thing we're going to do is do our bottle, and I'm going to go back in again with that misty. Shall I go in with misty morning? Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a contrast. So
The misty morning.
misty morning. I like a bit of grey. It just gives it a different look. Ooh, she says. Throwing it across the counter. So we've got that going on. Now this time with the inside of here, I haven't kept it for a tag. I've just put some of that same ink over it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to go in with my cloud stamps this time, just for something a bit different. So, and I am going to use my water reactive ink pads for this. So I'm just going to stamp a couple of clouds, because they are just gorgeous, aren't they?
They are lovely.
They're
Just
so-
little and cute, aren't
It's
they?
just so, they're so crisp. When you think how tiny the stamps are,
Yeah.
they are just so crisp. And that's what's nice. And then we'll have a couple of little ones as well.
Dawn, could you just remind us what ink you were using for the stencil, please?
I use this one here,
And it's the, is it the
Parakeet.
what reactive one?
and that's the water reactive
Yeah.
one, yeah. And I've used, because I've got to clean my stencil after with my stencil brush.
Yes.
And then I've used the Finesse waterproof black for the little clouds.
clouds, yeah.
And then we're going to do a little technique on these.
Okay.
Just for something a bit different. So I'm just going to get a little bit of water on my glass mat. And then I'm going to find, I need a fine paintbrush. We've got them all here. They're probably falling in the bin. I'm going to take a little
Not
bit.
again.
You didn't find my kitchen. Oh, well, I've got a little bit here. So I've just taken a little bit of water, okay, not too wet. And because I've used water reactive ink, ink pads, I'm just colouring the cloud with water. Okay, just give that a minute just to do its job.
Yeah.
And then if you just dab over afterwards, it will bleach out the
A
colour.
bit of faux bleach.
So it just helped to bleach out the colour. And you can go as light or not, your choice.
Nice.
Okay. So it's just bringing in another little technique for you to try if you haven't already tried at home.
Love that.
Okay.
My apologies, Dawn. It was actually which ink dauber were you using?
Oh, it's just a
for the
stencil brush.
Just a stencil
Just
brush.
a stencil brush,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, just a stencil brush. So we've got that, we've got that, we've got our waves from the last inking we did, so we can use these because these are dry, so we will use these ones. That saves me worrying about doing any others.
Oh, yeah. A proper Blue Peter moment, that.
So, yes, all getting ahead. All getting ahead. So we can then start building this one up. So, I'm going to start off, I go from the back forward, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah? In fact, let's use the ink pad, the tape runner. So you've got to be mindful that this has got to be in the middle of here. So if you just lay your bottle on your card, yeah? And then just lay that background in to start with, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's on there. So now I can start building up. So I'm going to have, we've got that one, and I thought I had another one kicking around here. Oh, yeah, oh, no, that's a little one. I've got a little one, yeah, we've got this one here. We'll have this one to start with. So I'm going to put this one, it's a bit brighter than I'd want, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're going with it. So we're going to stick that one in. And now I'm going to go in with some foam on a roll.
Foam on a roll. Foam on a roll.
Just because we can. So we'll just put a little bit of foam on a roll there.
Foam on a roll.
Where's my tape ones? But you could build this 3D like I'm doing, or
Yeah.
you could build it and just stick it flat. The choice, this is where the choice is yours. Okay? Don't worry about anything hanging over because we can cut that off afterwards as well. So don't worry about any of that. Okay, and then I'm going to bring this one down here, and I think I'm going to have, I think this one I'm going to put flat.
Yeah.
But this is it. Have a play with it. See where you want it to be. All right, so we stick that one down there. I'm just going to turn this over and trim off the bits we don't want. All right. Okay, we've got our bottle to bring in as well, and I'm going to 3D that. I'm not going to 3D the bottom bit because that's 3D. I'm going to 3D the top piece.
Nice.
So, and because you've got the foam on the roll, you can go around corners, so to say.
Cut those corners.
Exactly. So that can go on there. So I know that will go up to there. I'm going to bring my little boat, and we'll put a little bit of 3D foam just behind him because he's going to be behind the waves.
Ah.
So peel the back off. We'll have him sort of, oh, let's have him, no, we'll have him about, that wave's a bit deep, bit high for him, but I think he'll be all right. I'm sure he'll be absolutely fine. This is what I'm like in the craft room. I talk to myself all the time.
Do you know, we were having this conversation yesterday, actually.
Right.
About talking to ourselves. Who? Was it yesterday that? It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
So I've just put tape on that piece, and I've got 3D on the top piece. And then I'm just going to lay that over the top. Okay, I might need to snip a little bit more off the C this side, but that's not a problem. We can tidy that up. She says, let me pull that piece out. That's it. Okay, we need a stopper.
Yeah.
So I have coloured myself in that lovely scroll. I've just done that with some alcohol pens.
Lovely.
So I'm going to pick myself a sentiment. What shall we have? We've got Adventure Waits, You Are My Anchor, Message in a Bottle, Just a Little Message, Sending Love. What do you think?
I quite like, do you know what? I like the Adventure Awaits.
Adventure Awaits.
Yeah, with the little sailboat.
Right, let's have that one then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, because I've used alcohol pens to colour this, I'm going in with my alcohol pen ink pad. Okay, so just in case anybody was wondering, in fact, I think I'm going to give that a few more taps because that one hasn't been used before. Okay, so we can just stamp that onto there. There we go. That's all on there, so we can join this all up together. So let's put a little bit more. Now, I did have some proper foam pads here somewhere.
Somewhere.
I have.
Have you got them?
I found them.
Yes.
I want the bigger ones though, Brent. There we go. We'll have these. So one on there. So this is going to be our stopper.
Yeah.
I love this scroll because I think this scroll, if you cut two out and did a banner in between, you could stamp a long sentiment, a message. It could be, you know, I'm just thinking like scrapbook layouts. You could use it for all sorts. So I'm going to put that one about there. I've got my little, what do you call it?
Got like a cork? The
Cork,
bottle cork,
yeah.
yeah?
That can go onto there. Oh, let's put it straight, Dawn, it might help. Put our cork on, and then we need to put some cord on for the bottle. I've got different cord this time. So put a little bit of cord on here, just to wrap it all round. I think this would really work as well as another Father's Day card. I know I keep bringing it up, but I think the collection
No, it would though.
would work for so many different occasions.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing. So I think it would go really well.
There was a comment earlier that I saw, and they were congratulating you for being able to tie a knot with the nails, because a lot of people can't tie knots with when you've got your longer nails on.
Well, these are my own nails.
When you've got your own nails on, yeah.
Yeah, these are my own nails. So, yes, I've always got my own nails on. So I'm used to it. Yes. No, they're not telly nails, they're mine. All mine. So there we go.
I grew them myself.
Eh?
I grew them myself.
I grew them. That's why you could tell, look, that one broke off.
Oh.
But there you go. There's your little message in a bottle. And if I bring the other one in here, see, every time you make them, they are going to look totally different.
Yeah.
Each and every time. And that's the nice thing about it.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you once again, Dawn. We've had two fabulous demos in that masterclass show there. If you haven't done, definitely do save this show, because I know from a lot of the comments that I've been reading, everyone's saving this show and they're going to be watching back later, as well as the other shows that we've had today, because honestly, Dawn's mind is just, it bewilders us with all of these fantastic creations that she does for us, and it's a pleasure having her with us. So yes, Message in a Bottle collection on that masterclass that we've just done there. We will be back live in 1 hour's time, and you can get your fix at 6. I'm so excited. Friday Night Live is going to be absolutely crazy. We've got a fun game, Friday Night Faves, price drops, and maybe there's a few cheeky little demos in there for you as well. So we will see you back live in an hour's time. Bye for now.